Quarantine, day 3, Wednesday, March 18th. I'm already out of toilet paper. Well, almost. We have one left. This is what happens when a 3-year-old flushes a whole roll while they're trying to wipe themselves. Thank you to all the people who've stolen all the toilet paper when you could have just hopped in the shower and done the same exact thing. I have half of a toilet paper roll left, and I need to split it between my wife and I and our son. How much of one roll of toilet paper does each person get?
What up, my quarantine people? Back at it again. Let's just dive right in. You know, here at Quarantine Math, we love our sides check strategy. And as always, if you don't know what that is, you can check out the song up here that'll be popping up on the cards. And so the S stands for statement, your guiding light. So my statement to answer the question should be each person gets, oops, that's a blank of a full roll of TP. All right. Not a good time to be wasting TP trying to get your neighbor's house or car. All right. Very, very precious. Kind of like gold. So the next thing I want to do is I want to identify, but like always, we can't. So we are going to identify down here on the side. The important thing was I only had half of a roll. Okay. And that's important because I was looking for how much I would get of a full roll, but I only have half. And then I'm splitting that, and it said between myself, my wife, and Elijah. Obviously, my daughter doesn't need any because she's on diapers or in diapers. Maybe like some of your grandparents are, and she is going to use wipes or babies because sometimes grandparents or babies still in diapers or whatever. Yeah, that's besides the point. Let's move on. And so we are splitting this between 3 different people, and that's also very important. So I'm going to show you 2 different ways to solve this. The first way I'm going to show you is how I would teach my class, and the second way is going to be the kind of the conceptual way using the tape diagram. I teach my class, if I find the keyword that helps me know I'm doing division, then all I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a blank division equation here, and I'm going to label it. And then I want to think to myself, okay, what was being split up? All right, I'm not going to split 3 people into half of a roll of toilet paper because that's called murder and I go to jail. And even though you're in quarantine, I'm sure the police can still come get you. All right, and so you got to make sure you know what the dividend is. The dividend, the thing that's being split up and used, is 1/2 of a roll, okay, of TP. That makes much more sense than 3 people split into half a roll. So this is why I label my blank division equation. So when I get done, I can actually read it. And that's being split by 3 people. And if this is the divisor and this is my groups or people, then this is going to be how many is in each group, or for this case, each person. And now I know when I'm doing this, I'm dividing a fraction by a whole number, so I can use my strategy keep, change, flip, which if you would like to, you can listen to the awesome song right there, one of my favorite ones. And so I'm going to rewrite this as 1/2 divided by 3/1. Sorry, I'm distracted. Larry's trying to break out of his cage. I wish I could show you a video. Oh, that's right. You go back down, Larry. You ain't getting out. And so now I want to keep, change, flip. So you keep the first fraction exactly the same. Change it. See the division sign, change its name. We flip the second fraction on top of itself, which is called the reciprocal, and then you multiply across. So I know each person is going to get 1/6 of a full roll of toilet paper, okay? Better ration that out. So that's how I would teach my class to do it, right? That's kind of a short because I'm doing keep, change, flip, but they found a word that told you it was division. You were splitting it equally, and so they're able to do this blank division equation and label it. Maybe your teacher won't do that. Maybe they want you to know the conceptual knowledge. So we'll go ahead and draw a tape diagram here, okay? And so here's going to be my full roll of toilet paper, all right? And we're going to make a bar model. So this is one roll. I know that I only had half of it, okay? So this is what I have. This is what is gone because my 3-year-old flushed it in the toilet. So I'm not worried about that, except for later I'm going to have to come back and visit that. I want to split what I have between 3 different people, right? So myself, my wife, and Elijah. And so I know because I split this half into 3 different pieces, Because it's fractions and everything has to be equal groups and everything has to be equal, if you're going to split part of your fraction or part of the whole into three pieces, you have to split the other part into three pieces as well, even though you don't have it, because that's going to help you figure out that your fraction would be 1/6, because now I have 6 pieces. So each of these people in the house got 1/6, which is the same thing I got here doing my shortcut of keep, change, flip. But this is what's happening here, okay, right? You knew you had a half. This is what I had right here in red. This is what I had, right? And so I had to split that between three people. But again, because it's fractions and fractions are equal groups, if you split this part into three, you have to split the other part, even though it's not there, into three, which is how I got 1/6. Hopefully this has been helpful to you. Please check us out for day 4. You're not going to want to miss it. If you're following along with what's kind of happened, first we needed formula, then we had to clean up. Now our toilet paper is missing. You never know what's going to happen during the quarantine. So check us out tomorrow. As always, wash your hands. Don't touch your face. If you're feeling sick, stay inside. Be safe. Do math. I'm out.